karma always comes back, and it always comes back 10 times harder, and that's not fun for anybody. And in terms of business, you don't want karma coming back on you, because business is money, and money is too valuable to not have. I'm Neffy, better known as Social Neffy, and I am a media personality, which consists of me hosting events, which I love to do. Consists of me doing red carpet interviews, just regular interviews, supporting and promoting businesses as well, things to that nature. But the ideal goal is to, be all the time on the red carpets, interviewing celebrities and things to that nature. So my family dynamic was the furthest thing from traditional. I had originally grown up in a single parent household as an only child, and that sort of flourished as time went on. My mother got remarried in, I believe, 2010 if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2011, I can't remember. It wasn't my wedding date, but anyway, she got remarried. So I had gained a new father, which was wonderful. I'd also gained 3 step siblings. About 3 years ago, he passed away. So it actually wound up being back to just me and my mother. Not to mention, I actually recently found out I have like 6 half siblings. So family has always been a very interesting topic for myself, but more than anything, I would just say I've always had a consistent, loving mother, very supportive person, someone who was interested in doing stuff like this as well. So it was very easy for her to support her daughter in the process. My dad believed in me 110%, and I definitely feel like his support sort of made me believe in myself. I think he believed in me more than I believed in myself. So even being in college, I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go to the military. But he was like, no, you should go to school. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this thing out. And he passed my freshman year, so that just kind of gave me more ammunition to go to school, to finish, to graduate with honors, to make this college thing worthwhile, for him. My mom always says that growing up, everyone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? As opposed to asking you, what's your purpose? What is your purpose in life? Like, what are you good at? What do you want to do? Social Neffy was started in December of 2015, and I actually was only a senior in high school at the time. Confused and not understanding what was going on is an understatement, but I just figured, why not? Why not? Why not just try it and see what happens and go forth and conquer? I still had a personal Instagram at the time, but I was like, let me just make a business one and we'll do stuff like that. So in terms of not waiting on anybody, I think that just came from more so the eagerness in me. I'm a very hungry person. I go after what I want, If you want it, you got to take it. You got to pray for it and let it be so. So I just couldn't. That's just not me. I really wanted my own brand, something that people were going to know me as. I did not want to be just another person working in media and you don't know their name or they're more so behind the scenes. I do want to do television. So I thought it was important to establish myself as a sort of certain brand and someone worth watching. I don't know. That more so came from me wanting to separate myself from the rest, have fun on my Instagram. I think they're fun. It's very easy for me to create content like that, and it to me gets me excited. And more than anything, what I think I've realized is now jobs look at me as more employable. You know what I'm saying? They see that and they're like, okay, you really do this. This is what you're really into and you're good at it and you do it quite often. So you may be someone worth watching. And it really worked out in my favor. And I think creating Social Neffy and not waiting on anyone was my best decision for my career thus far. I like to collab. I really, really do. But collaborating is hard. Collaborating is really hard. You don't know if people are professional. You don't know if people are willing to pay your fee. You just don't know. So I think collaboration takes a lot of getting to know someone. I would never just walk up to someone I barely know and try to do a collab. I would get to know them. Let's go out to lunch. Let's talk. Let's see if we're on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Even something so small as someone who does my makeup or hair. I DM them and I let them know, hey, my name is, I booked an appointment with you this day. I'm excited to glam with you, whatever. And if I get a good response back, that sort of gives me a good connotation of how that's going to go. So collaborating is essential, though. It's a good way to network. I know for me, when I host an event with a co-host, we usually tend to meet new people when they can tell me people that they know in the field. I can tell them people who I know in the field. So it's definitely beneficial, but I would definitely say to be very wise about who you collaborate with. Be very wise. Do not collaborate with just anybody, and stay true to yourself. Do not try to just go completely off the Richter scale of what they want to do. You got to meet someone 50-50 in terms of a collaboration. To quote Nipsey, yeah, it's a marathon. It is not a race in the slightest. You have to be consistent. You have to want it. I always think about what I want to do with my life as something that I wake up every single day excited to do. Whether it's making a video, or whether it's going out to an event and doing an interview, or whether it's just taking a picture and posting it and letting people know what's going on in my life. You have to be in love with it. I have fully immersed myself in media. And if you're not ready to do that, then that probably isn't the field for you. So I would just definitely say that being consistent is key. I remember someone gave me some really good advice. They had said the term consistent content. It was so simple, but it just resonated with me. If you have consistent content, people will notice, people want to follow, people want to watch and learn. And so being consistent, understanding that it will not happen overnight, and it still isn't happening even for myself overnight. And more importantly, do not let social media fool you. Social media is great for building your business, growing, expanding, networking, all of it, but it is not necessarily what always meets the eye. Certainly there are people whose lives are out there and they're amazing and they're great, but they still have things that are going on in their lives behind the scenes that you don't know about, and they will never say it on social media. So it really breaks my heart when we look at other people for inspiration, or even a jealousy tactic of, well, I need to be where they are, or I need to be doing this, as well as they're doing, or I'm not where they're at. You don't know how long it took them to get there. You don't know what struggles they face behind closed doors. I wouldn't worry about that. So being consistent, understanding it is a marathon, and understanding that you are in only competition with yourself, not people on Instagram. My name is Social Neffy, and I am young and great.